This is exhilarating. Get excited.
The question that Doug is asking, why do we holiday too early? Or do we holiday too early? I thought it was do we holiday too early. That's why do we holiday too early? I don't know. I really don't know why. In all honesty, I think it's because we're all in such a big fat rush.
People are impatient and just get excited about times of year that make them happy.
Well, every holiday is different. There are some people who are more excited for Christmas, people who are more excited for Halloween. There's more there's more people who are excited for like St. Patrick's Day, Arbor Day, Earth Day. There's Juneteenth.
I like Christmas too. Like, I mean, as a Christian, you kind of have to like Christmas. But I just don't think that it should be like taking over retail stores and stuff before Halloween's even done with.
I agree.
That irks me.
I agree. And when when it's not even done with Halloween,
freaking hear all I want for Christmas is you before at least mid-November.
I'm still mad at you, Anarchy. I'm still mad at you for doing that. He asked me how much for something to be unobjectionable in your stream, because usually if like enough people object, I skip it, or if I personally object to it, I skip it. I was like, $20, go for it.
You didn't set it high enough.
I know. He sent me All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Now in the future, to say $150.
Oh dear God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy.
I'd listen to it for $150.
I know, but I'm not gonna like set a bar so high it's impossible.
It's not impossible. If they really want it to happen, then make it happen.
I don't want to bankrupt the dude. But anyway, we have here the Nostalgia Critic, or Doug Walker, talking about why do we holiday too early. I don't know, but Doug's gonna give us his 2 cents. What do you say we check it out? Here we go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to.
Hi, Doug.
Happy Thanksgiving. Christmas. Okay, we're doing Christmas now, because Thanksgiving is just the stepchild that nobody wants to pay attention to, even though they're family. Don't worry, Thanksgiving. One day your fairy god turkey will come and make you so popular that we'll start putting out Thanksgiving decorations in September. Of course, we'll have to move Halloween decorations to August because we already have September to start setting those up, because, shit, we only have until the end of October to get ready for that! Is everyone looking at their calendars upside down? Why do we never celebrate the appropriate holiday with the appropriate amount of time? Now, don't get me wrong, I know it's all subjective. There's no official rule book for any of this. In fact, the dates attached to many of these holidays are usually several days, if not several weeks, off from when they originally were supposed to be celebrated.
Sometimes, like, there's no real timeline of when we know when to celebrate. I mean, a lot of holidays out there, it's like, why is it on the third? Why is it Thanksgiving on the third Thursday or third like week of every November? I can't remember, but there's an arbitrary reason for it, and a lot of people don't heck, my family's not gonna like honor that this year because we're celebrating it on the 29th. Like, what does it say? Uh-oh.
Well, they were pretty close with that one, at least. I was just curious about Halloween. So, Samhain was basically November 1st. So, November 31st going into November 1st was Samhain.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But you know what I'm talking about. Christmas decorations being put out the same time as Halloween. Thanksgiving being forgotten between 2 other holidays. More holidays being made up just so companies can sell more products. Something weird is going on, and we need to figure out if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, it's a bad thing, but let me explain why. For years, most people celebrate the classic holidays around the same time span. a few weeks, or usually a month preparing for the special occasion. You can tell this by how many people associate the month with a holiday. February is a time for Valentine's Day, March is a time for St. Patrick's Day, April is a time for Easter, etc. But somewhere down the line, we didn't just enjoy these holidays, we got super obsessed with it. If holidays were people, we'd be fucking stalkers. There'd be restraining orders out on all of us. So is it the marketing teams that say the earlier we get this out, the more products we can sell and profit from? Well, yeah, but there's a little bit more to it than that. Every holiday is gonna have a different reception, ranging from slight to extreme. It's unlikely you'll celebrate Christmas with the same amount of excitement you'll have for President's Day, though I'm sure there's a few out there.
Oh, why did you show that? Oh, I did not need to see that. Ugh.
As I mentioned before, have gone to simple, nice moments with family to extreme excess. We're more excited for these holidays now than we've ever been before. Companies wouldn't force these holidays on us so early if we weren't buying them up so early. So the buyers and the sellers are feeding into each other. So naturally that raises the question, why have we become so obsessed? Okay, I know I shouldn't talk with my slight fixation over a certain holiday. Save it. But even I know that some of these holidays are getting so big that they're overlapping over totally fine ones. Why is Thanksgiving becoming more and more overlooked? Especially with more and more stores staying open and thousands of people...
Because you got a large, like, portion of people in America now that are basically like, we shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving because it basically is celebrating, like...
A massacre.
You know, yeah, like stealing all the land that we live on from the original Native Americans.
Which tribe?
All of them.
Which tribe, though? Because
all of them. That's
the thing, though. It doesn't matter because all of those tribes were fighting with each other before, like, white people came along. Which tribe? Like, because the Powhatan, like the Powhatan were fighting against the, fighting against, like, the Cherokee were fighting against like the Choctaw.
I would just
like
say
the
that's
Iroquois.
That's not really a great way to debunk it, just because two wrongs don't make a right.
No, I'm not saying two wrongs don't make a right, but at the same time, my whole thing is like if you're wanting to give the land back, it's just like which tribe do you give it to? Because like tribes took the land from each other. That's just like the Sioux. The Sioux took massive swaths of land away from the Comanche. And it's just like the Sioux wanted their land back, but then it's just like the Comanche were like, well, no, it's our land. And then the Sioux and the Cherokee the Sioux and the Comanche wound up fighting each other over that shit. And and it's the same thing with the Pawnee as well. It's like the Pawnee, the Lepanka. It's like I've looked into all this, and in all honesty, there's no real way to 100% say who deserves the land. Like, there's no way to determine that because every tribe that existed before white people came along took land away from other tribes.
Yeah, but it's not just about giving the land back. It's just about celebrating the fact that it was taken in the first place.
Well, no, Thanksgiving isn't about celebrating the fact that the land was taken.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's a big group of people that are saying that it is now.
Yeah,
so,
and those people are stupid because they don't understand the true meaning of Thanksgiving.
Basically killing popularity for the holiday as a result. Just like everybody's like saying
yeah, people have lost the idea
Columbus
of the meaning of
Day because they say that Columbus was a horrible person.
So were the people that were here that when Columbus came through. Also, people often attribute the shit. They say, "Oh, Columbus did all these horrible things." No, that was Hernan Cortez and Francisco de Orellana. Get your facts straight. Jesus Christ. It's like all these people out here. It's like Columbus Day. I don't celebrate because he was a mass murderer. Like all these people. It's like, dude.
Beyond that, like Easter and Valentine's are the only other two holidays that I've ever really like. Easter and Valentine's and Thanksgiving have always been dwarfed from the popularity of Halloween and Christmas.
Well, of course.
Like Halloween and Christmas are hands down the two most popular holidays.
For one, like
in America.
Well, one you're celebrating the birth of Christ, and the other you're celebrating the resurrection, and then Valentine's Day is literally just like it's like Doug said, it's basically made up.
We celebrate the resurrection of Christ on Halloween.
No, on Easter.
I was talking about Halloween and
no,
Christmas,
like
not Easter.
I'm sorry,
no,
I meant to make that. I'm sorry, I meant to make that comparison. It's like you said those two, like Easter and Valentine's Day, are nowhere near as popular as Halloween and Christmas. And I said, well, Christmas is celebrating the birth of Christ, whereas Easter is celebrating the resurrection. And the same thing with Valentine's Day. Halloween, in all honesty, actually has historical context to it, whereas Valentine's Day doesn't really have anything, especially in terms of here in the States. St. Patrick's Day, same thing. St. Patrick's Day is like, it's when St. Patrick like chased out the snakes in Ireland. Why the frick are we celebrating it here in the United States?
Because it's fun to wear green and drink alcohol.
Yeah, and it's like people who celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's like, do you even know what Cinco de Mayo's about?
And
no, you just want to drink Mexican beer.
And listen to the Pose and Flogging Molly. Even if we're not Irish, they have some cool stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, I mean, like, basically Thanksgiving has never been as popular as Halloween and Christmas. So how many movies are there about Thanksgiving, you know? How many movies are there about Christmas? How many movies are there about Halloween?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Like, so I don't think that Thanksgiving is like losing that much popularity. It's just it's never been as popular as either of the other two.
I guess so. But anyway.
It's because of decorations, I think.
That's another thing, too.
Because October and Christmas are the 2 years that you decorate, or the two holidays out of the year that you decorate for. Like the others, you could put up decorations. Like I've seen people put up like pink and red streamers for Valentine's Day and stuff. But
same.
Like typically, like you don't really decorate that much for the other holidays. Like you can paint Easter eggs on Easter. St. Patty's, you could hang up green shamrocks and stuff. But like you really go all out with like Christmas lights and snowmen and like freaking haunted stuff, like, you know, obviously
that's true.
Kate goes all out here with our
oh dear God, you aren't kidding. My God.
And so that's just a lot more fun added into those holidays, you know.
That's fair, I guess. Anyway,
waiting in line instead of eating a family meal. You could argue has consumerism gone mad, and in some cases it has. Anything that can be exploited for profit will. But we feed into it not just because we like materialism, though again it does play a big part, but because, I don't know if you've noticed, we're kind of on a big nostalgia kick. Movies, merchandise, songs, we've become focused on reliving the happiest parts of our childhood. It went from underground hipster talk to big, big bucks. We love to relive those happy innocent times over and over and over. Is this a bad thing? It can be if you glorify the wrong areas. But you could always look at it as we're trying to figure out what made us so happy in the past and use it more in our everyday lives. Remember when Christmas and Halloween were just seen as kid stuff? Well, now adults love it. It reminds us of that special feeling we got as children, and now we can pass it on to our children. But on top of that, by trying to reclaim those carefree times, many more people are becoming carefree in real life. Adults 50 years ago didn't really dress up for Halloween, but now plenty of adults do, and with great technique. Now, does this mean we've gotten so uptight that we're craving our carefree ways, or have our carefree ways made us less uptight? That's probably something everyone can answer a little differently, but it does explain why we have such a hard-on for the holidays that gave us the most memorable childhood memories. The downside is we are connecting it too much to the holidays and not to our normal state of being. We want Halloween and Christmas to come early because we like what we do and who we are around those times. So it just makes sense to celebrate it earlier and earlier. I guess it's not bad, but how about this idea? Try doing the things you want to do and being the person you want to be any day. You don't need a date to be nice people. Go donate to charity or find a friend in need.
That's what cosplayers have figured out. It's like they really like dressing up in costumes, so they just do it whenever they want to do it instead of freaking wait till Halloween.
Exactly.
You don't need an excuse to make awesome costumes or projects. Hell, there's a
you go.
ton of conventions every year dedicated to people who celebrate their personal likes, and they do so by building incredible things.
Oh my God.
That's dope.
Damn, that's great. That is great.
There's people that go out in the streets, make videos, do all sorts of things with incredible creations because
crap.
they
That's great.
just like it. Why wait for a holiday? They can do this shit right now. We don't need a certain time to come earlier to feel better. Just do the same thing every other day. The holidays are supposed to be
like the thing is like I play horror games like year round. But in September I start playing like exclusively horror games like until Halloween. Like so I mean it's I do it all the time. I just do it more around the holiday, you know.
That's
But
fair.
I have found out like I started like celebrating and like July before like Halloween. Like even September, I think is just a bit too early at the start of September. Like because it just kind of, it wasn't really too early this year, but I definitely was burned out on the horror by like Halloween.
Yeah.
Like I had to take a couple days to play something else before I even tried to finish the stuff I'd started and hadn't finished yet.
I hear you.
Well, like, yeah, you can burn out pretty easily on the holidays, too, if you start celebrating them too early.
This is true. Very true.
And that's just sad, because then stuff you really liked is just not interesting at the moment. That makes life feel dull.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, but this is what
All
human
good
beings
things
do.
in moderation.
Well, this is what human beings do, man. We can't help ourselves. We often expose ourselves to the things that we like, and eventually we just stop feeling.
Kill your dopamine receptors.
Exactly.
Of what's wonderful in the world. Christmas reminds us of how important it is to care. Valentine's Day reminds us of how important it is to love. Thanksgiving reminds us of how important it is to be thankful. And Halloween reminds us of how important it is to stir things up a bit. We go overboard with celebrating them because we want to show how much we treasure these values. Which is fine, but we're not bound to do them only during the designated shopping days. Hell, if I'm in a down mood, I'll sometimes put on a Christmas CD, even if it's long after Christmas. I do it because those songs are about—
I worked 10 years of retail and I don't want to hear Christmas music when I don't have to.
Fair enough.
So I heard it constantly to the point that I was sick of all of it.
peace and harmony, and those are worth enjoying even after the holiday is over. They're values that still work even if it's not the 25th of December. So are we gonna keep celebrating holidays at strange times? Probably, but it's not about when it starts, it's how long you keep it going. Hell, even more holidays are getting recognition, celebrating even newer values. But as always, the idea is not to help create a holiday, but rather a better life. Doing things that you should be trying to do every day. Well, except maybe St. Patrick's Day, you'll be an alcoholic then. But
Fair enough.
you get the idea. Let the holidays be a reminder to do great things, not permission. Instead of extending their message another month, why not practice it the whole year? Who knows? The more you praise how much you value the great things in life, the more you might actually start to value it all the time. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it, so you don't have to.
Well, there's way more to go.
It might just be the usual credit run.
Maybe, or is there something else?
Hello, I'm the It's the first time I've gotten that wrong.
Damn. Okay, yeah, it's just he's doing an ad for St. Jude afterward, which I appreciate that. I appreciate the work that St. Jude does. So yeah, why do we holiday too early? Doug basically hit the nail on the head. It's just part of it's consumerism, part of it's like companies pushing shit out simply because they want us to buy everything as quickly as they can. And then lastly is
A lot of it's just we want to be happy, and
yeah.
therefore, why not do things that make us happy more? Like, you know.
Yeah. And
That's literally my logic. I always told people I start celebrating Halloween really early because I just have a lot of fun with it.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
a big horror fan. Halloween is just, intertwined with horror, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, that would be like my whole deal with like celebrate whenever you want. Like that's like there's no rules. Like Doug said, there's not really a rule on it. But again,
as a kid, my favorite holiday was hands down Christmas. Like,
same.
So I always liked the Christmas music, and I liked the general vibe of that time of the year and stuff. And then I became a horror fan in like middle school, and it slowly started to switch to where Halloween was more my favorite because
A lot of people went through that change.
yeah. And then all of a sudden, I just out of nowhere got seasonal depression. I actually don't think it was out of nowhere. I think I know exactly what the actual cause of it was. Yeah.
Well,
Basically, like if you're in a really good relationship with somebody for a few years and you have like some of the happiest like holidays you've ever had, like, and then suddenly that falls through, like it kind of makes holiday time suck when you don't have anybody after that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, life can be a trip, dude, in all honesty.
so there's a big. I mean, like, it's still fun to celebrate with your family, but it's kind of crazy when you have like somebody else and their family to also celebrate with. It's like insane how much fun that is. But
Yeah.
yeah, it sucks. Can't
Yeah, it
always have
does.
everything.
All right. Well, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this video? Feel free to let us know what you think in the comments. But
Also,
yeah.
why does that part of the Earth look like Dumbo the elephant?
Which part?
Top right.
Right here.
Yep. You just moused over like trunk and head right to the right of the mouse. Right there.
Oh, that?
Spot. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's a weird one. Yeah, that's the Mediterranean and like the Bering Strait. Huh.
It's an elephant.
It does kind of look like an elephant. Never noticed that. Yeah, right there.
I mean, maybe not Dumbo because I think the ears are longer on Dumbo.
Yeah, ears are much bigger on Dumbo.
They're pretty big ears, but yeah, it is
Yeah.
a little elephant though.
All right. Well, everyone, I think that's going to do it. So, till next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.